What's up guys, welcome back to another video on the Knight Rider channel. Today I'm going to be showcasing 5 different pranks I made, and Noah is going to be testing them for me.
And now survival.
Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, Noah, I would like you to come stand over here. Number 1, noisy floors. Alright, so imagine your friend goes off on a mining trip and you have a minute to tamper with their house, okay? So you go to whatever room their bed is in, and you put a kind of contraption under their house that's making this annoying noise. And what that is trapdoors being initiated by a comparator clock. So it's going to make that annoying noise over and over again, and they're not going to have any idea where it's coming from or what it is. The downside of this is that it is very loud. On purpose, but like they're going to be able to find it very easily, so that's kind of the downside of that. But anyway, let's get on to house 2. Up in smoke. Alright, so imagine your friend goes on a mining trip again, and they have carpet on their floor. This is a perfect prank for somebody who has carpet on their floor. Alright? So you have a minute to tamper with their house, or whatever room you want to put it in. And so what this is it's campfires under carpets. So you remove their floor, and then put campfires where the floor was, and then you put carpet on top of those campfires, and they have no idea what it is. And they can't see a thing. So, and the same downside as the last house, however, that it's very easy to find and destroy. But let's move on to our 3rd house. The floor is lava and ice. Alright guys, so this is kind of a 2-in-1 house. So the left side there is where the white is ice under carpets, and it's really annoying whenever you're like trying to get to one of your chests and you slide right past it and you can't click on it. Now this one is a lot less noticeable, and it may take them a couple of days to notice it, but it's still very funny whenever they're very confused of why they're sliding around their house. And then on the right side is magma blocks under carpets. So what that does is it will harm them, and they will be scared and most likely jump back and then be scared to go back in their house because they don't know what's hurting them, unless they know what magma blocks are, which most people do. So that's kind of a downside to this one. But without further ado, let's move on to our 4th and my personal favorite house. Hold on, let me turn back into creative real quick.
What about me?
Alright, you can stay in survival if you want to. Alright, so imagine your friend has one of these kind of doors. Alright, move, Noah. I'm trying to showcase the house. Move. Okay, so this one's called number 4, Haunted House. It's my favorite house that I've made so far. Okay, so imagine your friend has one of these doors that move, Noah. So imagine that your friend has one of these kind of doors, or you could offer to make them one of these kind of doors if they're like less inclined to redstone. And this, as you can see, is very large. So I'll walk through how to build it momentarily, but this would work better if your friend has a house in the side of a mountain or something like that. Alright, so imagine your friend has a door like this, so they go in. Go ahead and go into the house, Noah, and shut the door behind you. Alright. And then whenever he goes in, I'll show you real quick. Oh, you've locked him from the inside. You're gonna have to open it. But whenever he went in, it destroyed torches around the end, and put in redstone torches at the bottom. This one is really hard to make, and also it's hard to destroy for the person who you're pranking. So it's a plus and minus on those accords. But I'll go ahead and show you a view of me walking through it. I just want to know its reaction real quick. But I'll go ahead and show you a view of me doing it, so that you can see what's going on inside this house. Alright, come on out, come on out. I need to reset it real quick. And that's another downside, that this has to be reset. You know, don't feel too overwhelmed by all the redstone and stuff, because it's really not that hard. Like if you pay attention and stuff, but it's kind of difficult at first. So you have to place the torches back after you reset it. Alright, there we go. Okay, so this is the showcase of me going through it.
I'll record you doing it.
So that you guys can see what's going on through. Alright, so they shut the door behind them, and they don't see the pressure plate on top of the floor. So they come through, they walk on it, they go and do whatever they're doing, and then that like scares them, because they don't expect something like that to happen. And then I just kind of added some redstone torches at the bottom, just because it makes it a little creepier. But you don't have to do that. You can just knock all the torches out of their room. It works better if the room doesn't have any windows, so that they can't see anything, and they have to like put torches down or whatever to get out of the room. But anyway, I'll go ahead and get into how to make it. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and run through very quickly how to make it, so go ahead and pause and skip through. Skip through if you don't want to see how to make it. I'll leave the time down in the description if you don't want to see how to make it, so we can go ahead and get on to the 5th house. But if you do want to see how to make it, go ahead and feel free to pause and copy what I'm doing. Alright, so first off, we're going to see the little pressure plate thing here. So it is a pressure plate on top of an observer there, with another observer under it. Okay, so whenever you step on that observer, it triggers this dropper to put the item in this dropper, or it can be any kind of container that you have at the moment. And then this comparator senses that this item has an item in it. This compartment, this container. So whenever it senses that there's an item in there, it will put down redstone through. Whenever it does sense there's an item in there, it'll put redstone through here, which will turn this redstone off, this redstone torch here off. Alright? And then that will turn all of this off to where it's not being triggered. And right now it's in the triggered stage, so you have to take that out, which will trigger all of the pistons and everything at the top, to bring back and push all of these pistons out of the way. So that is in the on stage, and you just go ahead and replace the torches around the room to reset the trap. And then I'm going to go ahead and get into how you power it up. So you need that redstone there, which whenever it's in the ready stage, it should be this, nothing on top, this block on top of that torch so that it inverts the redstone signal. And I put that redstone repeater there to lengthen the pulse. And then that observer there senses that that block changes, and that pushes those blocks down, that deletes the torches. And then you continue this redstone around here to power those pistons and keep them powered. So the way it works, just a quick run through one more time, is the pressure plate on top of this observer triggers that observer to send a 1-tick pulse through here, and that 1-tick pulse moves the block from the back dropper into this container here, and then that comparator there moves, like, senses that there's a item in that in that container there, and sends a pulse up through here, which powers all of this, all of those 2 pistons and those 2 pistons, and also sends a tick through up here to destroy the torches with these 4 pistons. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial, and let's go ahead and move on to the 5th and final house of this video. Go ahead and close it back. Noah, I need you. Alright. This one is called number 5, Exploding House. Alright, so imagine your friend is off mining and you have a minute to tamper with their house, right? So you come and put this very simple thing, which is just an observer on top of a dispenser, but you want to make sure that it dispenses the TNT into a water thing. That keeps it from blowing up their house, actually. Because he's doing survival, he couldn't get out. But that triggers the TNT to go into that little water there, which the TNT is dropped into, and it won't actually blow up their house, but it will scare them and make them think that their house is about to blow up, and it also will hurt them. It won't hurt them too badly, but it will hurt them a little bit. Well, alright guys, that's the end of this kind of shorter video where I was just showcasing some pranks that you can pull on your friends in their survival world. But I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Go ahead and leave a comment on some things we should do in Minecraft, or some Flash games I should play on mine. Also, go ahead and check out Noah's channel. I'll leave his channel in the description. He posts some awesome videos every other day where I'm playing Minecraft with him, or I'm playing Fortnite with him, or whatever. And also, go ahead and hit subscribe if you're new. Get the bell on so you don't miss my next video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.